In this video today, I'm going to share the 5 things that I wish I knew about personal training when I started out and some of the lessons that I've learned along the way. Hey, Lee Constantinou here, founder of Personal Trainers Elite, helping personal trainers attract high-end clients and grow their income with online marketing. And in this video here today, I'm going to share 5 things that I wish I knew when I started out as a personal trainer. So hopefully you don't make the same mistakes I made about 9 years ago. So if this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel if you want more videos about growing your personal training business. And remember to like the video if you find it helpful and let more people know about this channel. So I'm going to break these down for you so you can really understand things that I wish I knew when I started out. And this is going back to 2011 when I started personal training. So there's been many lessons that I've learned along the way that I really wish I could go back and change, but I can't. But maybe you're new to personal training, or maybe you're on your personal training journey and can benefit from these. So the first thing I wish I knew was to value my time. Time is so precious, so valuable. And I speak to personal trainers in their 40s who are slaving away in commercial gyms, getting paid £20 an hour minimum wage. And I'm like, wow, I really don't want that. And back when I started out personal training, I was getting clients pay me 20, 30 pounds, and it was great compared to minimum wage working in retail, but I wasn't valuing my time enough, and I was giving out discounts, free sessions, and all that kind of stuff that you do to try and start out, but ends up burning you out and kind of making you a little bit resentful about the job. And so this is why many personal trainers who start in this career don't end in it. They don't last very long because they don't value their time, and so they don't really love what they do. So valuing your time comes down to not setting your standards low, not giving out loads of discounts, and not letting things ride. Because what can happen sometimes if clients keep cancelling and you're saying, no worries, that's fine, but that's your income and you're not charging for it, over time, you're not going to have any money left to pay your rent or to eat, right? And so setting those standards and valuing your time are things that I wish I knew when I started out, and just respecting your schedule, the time that you do have, because time is the one thing we can never get back. Money comes and goes, but time you can never get back. So one thing I wish I had done from the very beginning is just value every hour of my day, the value of my time with those clients. Because one thing you need to really understand as a personal trainer is what you're doing for people, the change you are making in their life is much greater than the price that they are investing, in more cases than not. If you can give somebody 10 more years of life and health and happiness, if you can help somebody find the confidence in themselves to meet a partner, a spouse who they're going to spend forever with and be happy, if you can do those kind of things for somebody, maybe help somebody have the confidence to go and get that job, double or triple their income, right? These are things that are worth way more than the value that most personal trainers charge. And so just realize that your value is so much greater than you might realize. So think about that as you are taking on your next client and really the change that you are going to make in their life. The second thing I wish I knew is to ignore the competition. Now, I'm not saying be blind by them, because you want to know what people are doing, but do not focus on the competition, what other people are doing. I used to be scrolling on social media, looking on Instagram. Why don't I look like him? Why don't I have that many followers? I wish I had that lifestyle. Constantly looking at other trainers, other people really, not just trainers, and wishing I had what they had and comparing them to myself. And this is one of the most damaging things you can do. Really, if you have compared maybe your body to somebody else's, or you have clients telling you these people that they're following, what they look like, and they want to look like this, you realize how damaging that is for your self-confidence, your self-esteem, and your ability to take action. Because if you're always looking at what other people do, you're always going to feel like you're behind, and that's going to cause you to feel less motivated because it seems so far away what these people have. People that are charging more, people that are making more money, people that have more clients, people that have more followers. If you're always looking outward and seeing what other people have and comparing it, that's going to knock your confidence, which is going to leave you feeling stuck, struggling to move forward. And I speak to so many personal trainers who really struggle with this level of confidence within themselves. And when we dive in and uncover really what's going on, it's because they are looking at what other people are doing on Instagram, on social media, and saying, well, this person has this really nice logo and this many followers, and all these things that other people have that they can't control, that's making them feel like they haven't got enough in their life. And so they don't have enough self-worth to charge more, to get more clients. And so they stay stuck doing nothing and realizing that they're not going to move forward because nothing's going to change if nothing changes. And so I wish I focused less on other people and more on myself, because really that's what this is about. This whole journey of life in your business, your career, is about your self-development, not other people's. And so if you just stay in your lane, focus on the things you can control, like your effort, the time you put in, the skills that you learn and acquire, rather than what other people are doing, you're going to be far more successful, not just as a personal trainer, but just as a human being. So focus less on other people and stay in your lane and focus on you. The third thing I wish I knew about, and this is a big one for me, is marketing and sales. Marketing and sales. It's really kind of a taboo subject when it comes to personal training, because everyone feels bad for marketing themselves or using the word sales. But really, if you aren't doing these two things, you do not have a business. You have a job. And you're most likely going to be stuck working for somebody else in their gym or in a commercial gym on minimum wage. And so really, if I could go back in time and I could focus all of my time and energy on marketing and sales, I'd probably be a lot more successful than I am now, but I can't. And so I want to share this lesson with you today, because this is everything. This is the lifeblood of your business. And I also want to start helping you think that this is a business, not just a job or a career. And when you have that mentality that you are a business, you start thinking of the different components that make up a business. And yes, it's really important that you take care of your clients and you get client success and you have a great customer service. But equally, if you don't have any clients, if you don't have any demand, then you don't need customer service. So the first and most important thing is to get good and understand marketing. Marketing is being able to go out there and get in opportunities, create opportunities. Now, there's so many different ways of doing this, but what I find works best is online marketing. And this is what I teach personal trainers inside the Personal Trainers Elite Academy. And this is really the most efficient way of getting attention by making you desirable to your prospects or the people that you want to market to. And so we really focus on your message, getting that right message so that you can attract and become like a magnet that pulls people in. And when you can do that, you will never be without clients. And so marketing is the very first component of getting attention and being desirable. The second part is actually about selling something to them. Yeah, selling what you do. And again, this might be a bit of a stigma around the subject of sales and personal training, because you're there to help people, but equally, if you aren't serving your own needs and living the life you want, then you aren't going to be able to give as good service. And so I used to have this idea that sales was a bad thing, that sales is for people that sell cars and rip people off. But what I learned over the years is that sales is a good thing. In fact, it's a great thing when you want to move somebody from being stuck in their life, unhappy with their health and their body, to making a change for the better. And you see, most people that come to see a personal trainer, they're coming to you because they haven't made a change by themselves. And so we need to sell them on the belief that, one, they can get there. 2, you can help them. And now is the time. And this is really important because if you don't have a way of selling what you do, then you don't have any clients. And so if you don't have any clients, you don't have a business. And if you don't have a business, you're working for somebody else on minimum wage. And so these are really 2 fundamental skills that if you get them right now are going to serve you for the rest of your life, because what you'll have is an abundance of clients, opportunities, and an ability to help people make the right decision for them. And in more often than not, it's going to be getting your help or getting help from somebody else. But really being able to sell to people is a good thing, because you selling what you do is going to enable you to give them all the great tools and features and service that you've trained so hard for. So if I could go back in time, I would tell myself to focus on these 2 things, because marketing and sales is the lifeblood of your business. The 4th thing I wish I knew to do was to focus on others and not me, or in your case, not you. And what I mean by this is focusing on serving people and not your own needs. And this kind of came from my own insecurities, because I was overweight as a teenager. I struggled with my confidence and self-esteem. And so me getting into fitness was helping me overcome that stage in my life that I didn't feel good in myself. And so naturally I kind of went all in on fitness, and I started competing in natural bodybuilding and winning physique shows and becoming a pro and all that kind of stuff. And so I really focused on me, my body, and what I looked like, because really deep down I wanted validation on Instagram and social media so that I could feel good about myself. But what I realized over time, as time went on, that clients didn't care about the competitions, the accolades, and how shredded I was. They really just cared about how much I cared about them. And so if I could go back, I would focus less on me and selfies and my fitness journey, in a sense of this kind of elitist personal trainer who stands on stage and looks great, to being focused on how can I serve my audience? How can I really put out valuable content that's going to really help them serve their needs and not my own selfish needs for validation? And when I understood this around 2016, when I really understood that I should be thinking of them more than I'm thinking of me, that's when I really became this magnet. That's when people really became drawn to wanting to work with me and be a part of my world. And so if you obsess about helping other people and obsess less on what you look like and how perfect this is and how the lighting is and all that kind of silly stuff that no one really cares about, but really the content, the context that you're putting out, that's what's going to draw people in. And so I've been a perfectionist many times, and every time it's just held me back from taking action. I need the perfect logo, I need the perfect website, I need the perfect blog, I need the perfect outfit, lighting, haircut, this, that. All of these things that we think we need is only our own insecurities coming out. And so when you stop focusing on yourself and focus on them, the people you want to help and serve, that's when you'll become more successful. That's when people will be drawn in to you. And so that's something that's going to really help you draw in more clients and grow your business. So the 5th and final lesson I wish I knew when I started personal training is this: stubbornness equals struggle. Stubborn equals struggle. If you are stubborn and unwilling to change your ways and think your way is the only way, you will struggle. And I share this lesson not to finish on a downer, but to share with you that I was so stubborn thinking that I knew it all. I thought I could figure this out by myself. I could learn the marketing by myself. Yeah, I don't need anybody's help. And so that's what led me down the pathway of creating ebooks, creating membership sites, brand after brand, failure after failure, making a little bit of money, but never really having the success I wanted because I was so stubborn, thinking that I could figure it all out by myself. Yet we went to school to learn from teachers who knew the things that we didn't know. We went and sat down and took exams and did coursework and had the guidance of somebody who had been there and done it before us. Yet we step into this world of business and personal training and think, oh, I can just figure this out by looking at what other people are doing. I can just look at their Instagram and I'm going to copy them. And that's what I did, and that's why I failed year after year for the first 5 years, just getting some clients, falling off track, getting some more clients, falling off track, never really growing my business. I just had a job. I worked in a commercial gym and then I went freelance and made a couple K a month. It wasn't enough money for me to feel successful and really have the impact I want to have on my family's life and my future. And so when I removed this, oh, I know it all mentality, and when I stopped being a know-it-all and stubborn that I could figure it out, when I became more humble, that's when I started to figure all this stuff out. That's when I started to get the help I needed to market myself successfully. That's when I got the help I needed so that I could use the word sales in a non-sleazy way and help people do what's right for them. And that's what allowed me to go from 0 up to 6 figures and have a comfortable income as a personal trainer without killing myself and without working for anybody else, because I stopped being stubborn and stopped thinking I knew it all and had the humility to reach out for help where I needed it. And that's what allowed me to grow as a personal trainer and get to where I am. And so if I could go back in time, I would just tell my younger self to stop being a know-it-all, stop trying to do it all yourself, because if somebody's been there before, then you can figure it out faster. Why spend the same time and years struggling, not getting any further, if you could get someone to guide you on that journey quicker? And so that's what I did. Several occasions I got some support and help, and my growth was just through the roof, just from being able to have somebody guide me on this journey. And so those are 5 big lessons and 5 things I wish I knew about personal training, but also about life as I came into this world of being a freelancer and being responsible for my income. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, leave a comment below and let me know what was the most helpful tip that I shared with you today, or if you have any questions or anything else you would like to know about these 5 things that I've learned or about growing your PT business. Also drop that in the comments below and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful or insightful, or if there's something there that triggered something in you, which I hope it did. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can get more training like this. And don't forget to head over to Personal Trainers Elite, where I share a free training where I share the strategy that took me from 0 up to 6 figures in just 47 days. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.